Welcome back to another episode of Draw That Pokemon, the show I rip packs and draw the best cards from each pack. This episode we have a very special episode where I am drawing my favorite Pokemon, Blaziken. It's not the illustration rare from this set, but it is still the holo, which I think the holo actually has such a cool illustration. And just a quick story about Blaziken as to why it's my favorite Pokemon. So the first time I ever encountered Pokemon, I was at my friend's house. He had Pokemon Emerald, and him and I were playing the game. And you know, as you do as kids when you're like 5 or 6, one person just plays the game and the other one just kind of watches, but it's as if both of y'all are playing the game, as we take a look at the drawing right there. And so for this drawing, I actually decided to add pen to it to make it, you know, pop a little bit, and I added color, so you're in for a treat for this one. So yeah, my friend was playing the game, and he chose Torchic as his first starter, and I thought, wow, Torchic, that's a really cool creature, really cool Pokemon. And so then, I think it was maybe a year or so later, I ended up getting my own Nintendo DS, which I was like right after the DS came out, the DS Lite at least. So I got a DS Lite, and I got Pokemon Sapphire as my first ever Pokemon game, and I said, I know what I'm going to do. Torchic is going to be my first starter. And so, Torchic was my first starter, and that Torchic, I ended up letting it get to a Combuskin, and then I put an Everstone on it, thinking it would evolve quicker, and it didn't evolve, and so by the time it reached level, I think 94, I let it get to, which in those games, the grinding takes forever. I finally took the Everstone off of it, got Blaziken, and said, you know what? I like this little fire chicken. As I do this drawing, I think it turned out pretty good. Thank you so much for watching, and tune in tomorrow for another episode of Draw That Pokemon.